Hi, I'm Peter DeFazio. I'm with FBodyWarehouse.com. Today what we're doing, we're working on this 1986 Trans Am. This is a really nice car. We're actually going to be putting this car up for sale. It's a lower mile car. It's got under 70,000 miles on it. And it is a beautiful, beautiful car. But as the case with many of these cars, the headliner is starting to sag. So today what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to remove a headliner. Now, as you can see, the headliner is just drooping. It's come off the foam has started to deteriorate. So what we're going to do is pull the whole board out of the car. So what we've got to do to get the headliner out of this car is back in the back we have a piece of plastic trim. We're going to unscrew that. On this car, you might have a normal dome light on your car. This car has the full upper console. We're going to remove that. We're going to remove the side rail, this Bpillar rail, and the sun visors, and then we'll be able to drop the headliner down and bring it straight out of the back of the car. What we've done, we've already pulled the Bpillar trim on this side and the headliner trim on this side. And if you come on over here, the Bpillar trim is held in by a nylon clip here and a screw, and then these upper clips here are what hold the headliner trim onto the frame of the car. And then you also have two nylon clips here on the A-pillar. Now what we'll do, I'll turn around and I'll show you that on the actual trim pieces. Now the tools you need for the job are really simple. A flathead screwdriver, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a trim removal clip tool. And we have these tools on the site. What you do is you get in here, we unscrewed our screw, and then we took this, got in behind like this, and then popped it, and that popped that off. On the upper clips, once again, we took these loose by getting in there and popping them, and then we were able to literally slide these out, or you can get in and press and pop. Now, one thing you're going to notice is these clips here, they're beat, and once you pull them out once, it breaks off the little grooves on them, and so you're going to want to replace those. Now, our company, F-Body Warehouse, at fbodywarehouse.com, in our 82 to 92 Camaro and Trans Am section, you're going to find all of the clips that are used to hold these products on. You're going to be able to buy all new headliner clips, which run the length here. And then you can buy the Bpillar kits for this area, and also nylon clips for this front area. Now, you'll see here there's this foam that runs along there. If your foam is deteriorated and missing, we also have a product for that. This product here is basically the same material as that. And what you would do is you would unroll this. It's got sticky adhesive on one side. Roll it out to length and then cut it. And then it's wide enough that you could literally cut this straight down the middle, and you'll have enough stripping to do both sets of the A-pillar and headliner trims of your car. With our Phillips head down here at the bottom of the Bpillar, we're just going to pull that up and off. It's a simple screw there. Comes right off, falls on the floor, and you lose it. Yeah. You see how it tilts out? And if you look in there, you'll be able to feel it with your fingers. You're going to take the tool, get right down in there, and you got to pull. There you go. And then it's going to drop down and out of the way. Now, on this one, it came right out. Our thing fell away here. Here's our clip. The clip stayed on the tool. It inserts there, and then it inserts into this tab right here. So now we're going to be removing this trim from the other side, from the driver's side of the car. When you look at it, you're going to be able to see your clip placement. You have a nylon clip here, a nylon clip here, and then you have those slide clips that are going to slide outward. There's 3 of those. So what we're going to do is pop these 2 fellas off first, and then we'll slide the trim. Scoot down. Whoop. Beep beep. Back one. There's that one. And then down here at the dash, the bottom and the front, we have our other one. Okay, so once we pop this one and this one, these literally, you're going to come towards the back of the car. Oh, and if you scoot on in here, oof. And this is a dusty mess. These literally can slide. So all you're going to do is slide the trim back, and what will happen is it'll release from it like that. Screws that hold the sun visors in on the left and on the right. Get them all super loose there, and then this will drop off. Now, if you do need sun visors, obviously we do offer them at F-Body Warehouse. We offer them for both T-top and convertible or hardtop models. Okay, we're finishing out the driver's side visor now. I'm supporting the visor here. You don't want to jerk on these things real bad as you pull them out. Now, most of your cars, you're going to have the standard dome light, the interior light that mounts to the roof. It's going to be held in place by 2 studs. They're either going to be screws or have a little lock washer. You're going to break those loose. And at that point, now that we have all the other trim off, the headliner is going to drop down. Something that's kind of cool on this car is it came equipped with an optional little flashlight that you could hold and stick around the cabin, and it's stuck in here. So what we're going to do, we got to remove this overhead console. Pop that out. Back here, you're going to remove the rear dome light cover. And you're going to find there's 2 screws here, left and a right of the dome light bulb. You're going to go ahead and you are going to remove those. And then this has the tilt-a-whirl style map light here. See? Goes all over. Woo! We got to go ahead and remove that. So how you do that is you turn it. Oh, which way? Yep, you're going to turn it to the left and it'll drop down. Now, it's still in there though. So how you got to remove this console is you're going to press up in the front and you're going to scoop back. There. How I did it is I kind of pried on my fingers and slid straight back. That's going to drop the unit straight down. Now you can see that's held in place by 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like Phillips head screws. They're just tensioner screws. Now, our next step is going to be to disconnect our lighting hardware. You're going to see there's a little nipple on there, and all you're going to do is wiggle it and pull. Now the console's completely up and out of the way. More things towards the back that we need to disconnect. It's going to be first we're going to take this screw loose on either side. That one, so I'm just going to leave hanging there. I'm going to take this coat hanger screw out. Almost there. A lot of times when I'm doing the panels, what I'll do is I'll kind of pull on the part real lightly as I do it. Makes it easier to come out. And then this right here goes onto the upper seatbelt retractor cover. And this you just sort of squeeze and pop. And it'll do just that. It'll squeeze and pop out. You're going to let it flow under. So I'm going to go ahead. Now you can see the headliner is actually dropping. We're going to do it to the other side, and then we're going to bring the headliner right out the back. So what you're going to see is the headliner is actually perforated right here. So the seat belt can come out of the headliner. And what you're going to want to do is pull back on this material, which is the sail panel area, the plastic, not the actual sail panel cover, but the plastic behind it. And at the same time, you're going to bring the seat back towards you. We're going to work on getting that out through that hole. Now, you do want to be really gentle so you don't break the ears. So we got one side, we'll do the other side out of the belt so that I can squeeze it all through and out. And that is kind of a bear, just so you know. Okay. There, like so. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep the pressure down on these panels, and then we're gonna gently grab onto it and start weaseling it right out the back here. And this is something that is good to have an extra person with you. Hey Heather?
Yeah.
May I borrow you? Hold on one sec.
So pretty.
Okay. Oh. Now we have the headliner out of the car. Now you can buy these new, they make them new, but if yours is in pretty good shape, you don't really need to replace it. Now one thing to note, on the front of these, there are 2 clips hidden in there. They hide them pretty well. I didn't even know that was in there. So in the future, what we should do is get to the front of the headliner, and we're going to pop these little tension clips on the headliner. And all you do is compress them in to pop them, and that'll pop the front of the headliner down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be applying new headliner material to this, but what we have to do is get rid of all of this first. You see that? See how it just rolls off? That's the foam. And I'll show you the cloth here. When this came from GM, this foam was all attached to the cloth. But over the course of 30 plus years, the foam has stuck to the adhesive on the headliner board more than it has the cloth.